getting ready to drive home. Nobody move. Everybody freeze. All right. I can't remember what movie that's from, but it's a good movie. That's what I remember. All right, can't respond to comments while I'm driving, but there we go. I have a couple boxes of games in my car because I took boxes of games to work, and most of them I gave away, but there were some that I literally just could not carry because, I'm not kidding, I had 30 games. So most of them fit in this little rolling bag that I have. But I envisioned having game night at my house, and we do game night, but it's not it's like cards, or it even used to be video games way back when, but we haven't played video games in a really long time. I have an Xbox Connect, which is so much fun, but it's been so long since I played it. I wonder if it even works. Last time I tried to turn on my Xbox itself, it ate one of my DVDs, or excuse me, my dad's DVD, Demolition Man. Amazing movie. I know I always talk about amazing movies. I have 1,000 favorite movies, probably more, but Demolition Man is definitely one of my favorite movies. Taco Bell are all restaurants. Be well, John Spartan. Oh my gosh, it's such a good movie. If you haven't seen that one, between Demolition Man, where anything that is bad for you is deemed illegal, and Idiocracy, where all the smartest people in the world are focused on hair loss and erectile dysfunction, that's what we're looking at here. I wonder if that person's okay. Oh, they wanted to get in my lane. I thought they just their car went dead. Anywho, those movies are coming true. It's kind of freaky. And Idiocracy, so I feel like the candidates are getting more wild as I get older for president, vice president, any office, and claims are more wild. So in the movie Idiocracy, the president is a former WrestleMania person. It's awesome. Camacho something the third, and he's got a wrestling title, and he comes to the House of Representatives instead of the House of Representatives. I know I think I said this on this morning's video, but it is so funny, and it may or may not be coming true. And in that movie, they picked out a pair of shoes because they were on a low budget when they made it, apparently, that they thought would never catch on, and that they thought were kind of funny looking. Guess what shoes those were? Because this movie came out probably 20 years ago, maybe more. Crocs. Those shoes were Crocs. They were let's pick a shoe that may or may not be around in another year or two. They didn't think Crocs were going to make it. And apparently it was when they were super affordable and not $50 to $90 a piece. I really want some Barbie Crocs. I don't know why. I don't, I love my boots, and I love wearing my boots. I do like my Crocs, though. My Crocs are comfortable. I just don't like the holes in them because I feel like bugs are going to get in them, but they're super comfy. And then if I wear the other ones with, the fuzzy stuff, then I'm well, then they're not waterproof, because if I get the fuzzy stuff, then my feet are going to be, really fuzzy. Anyway, I don't know. But I brought games to work. I brought them to share with my coworkers. All the ones that made it in the building, except for one, went to friends' houses, and our coworkers, they're all my friends. I think all the coworkers are my friends. I think everyone's my friend. Anyhow, I've had a lot of caffeine today, and not a whole lot of food. But I did have a lot of water. Did you drink the right amount of water today? That is the question. Can you sing as good as me? Do you sound good in your head and not sound good to others? That's how mine is sometimes, and then sometimes I sound halfway decent, especially karaoke. But I do realize that karaoke, even though it's not you're around karaoke. But a lot of the times karaoke takes place in a bar, so your audience is going to be a little tipsy, maybe. So you just sound better and cooler to them probably, but that's probably not what happens when I sing karaoke. They just like me because they like me, and they're like, oh my gosh, you're going to be so famous one day for singing. Oh, it's funny, but maybe it's true. Everything happens when I'm 80. I hope I live to be 80 so it can happen. I'm going to go skydiving when I'm 80. Oh, this is so good. We have the best ice ever, and I managed to get some ice water. I do at work. And patients will come out, and I'll be like, hold on. But they don't mind because they know how good the ice is. They're like, when you get a chance, can I have a cup of that ice? And I'll be like, of course you can. Let me stop and get up and get you ice. The best ice ever. Like that. So good. Anyhow, driving home. Pretty sure it's a Saturday. I feel like I woke up yesterday or like today and it was Friday morning, and that somehow it's Saturday night. Because it doesn't even really feel like I worked yesterday, but I know I worked yesterday. Yesterday was a lot of fun. Today was a lot of fun too. I got to talk, but there were some times where, like, believe it or not, I didn't want to talk as much, but I just, sometimes you just gotta talk. I guess you don't have to, but it would be really weird and hard to be a nurse and not talk at all. But I'm sure that happens sometimes. I have patients that tell me, they're like, yeah, a nurse a couple shifts ago, like, they didn't say anything at all. And I was like, they don't say anything when they come in. Like, how do you even do that? Like, you just walk in, don't tell the patient anything, and then walk out. That would freak me out. I don't think it's physically possible for me to not talk, but I guess it could be. There was a few times where, like, I got really bad allergies, and I lost my voice because my allergy drainage was so bad. I know you wanted to know that because all y'all are in healthcare, right? Okay. I know there's at least one truck driver that listened one time. Hopefully they follow, like, and subscribe. And, yeah, I'm not sure what everybody else does who hops on and off of here. The people who love to hop on and off of live streams on YouTube. But thank you for hopping on and off of live streams on YouTube so that people like me can have live streams on YouTube. If you do not follow, like, and subscribe, and you love listening to strangers talk about stuff, please follow, like, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for listening to this public service announcement. Brought to you in part by coffee and Starbucks and Red Bull and Red Thunder, which is Aldi's version of Red Bull. Probably don't need any more caffeine today. That's probably a given. Nice. Oh, yeah. So good. It's like, if you have ever had ice that, like, it crumbles, I can't describe it. I can't even find the words to describe it. Oh, it's crunchy, but it's not crunchy, and it's like cubes, but it's not cubes, like it's in a cube shape, but it, like, disintegrates, but only if you chew it a smidge, like a little bit. Oh, there's that word, smidge. Almost went the whole day without saying it. This ice is so good. Ah! What a big piece. I'm gonna choke on ice. It's so much fun. Like, it makes me happy. I'm sure it looks ridiculous, but it's so good. I'm probably making you want to go to Sonic or the place that has crushable cube crush ice. Ugh, yummy. Yummy. I can't say it how I hear it in my head. So what is everybody doing on a Saturday? Oh my gosh, it's 97 degrees. Whoa, it's 97 degrees. What did you do on a day that it is 97 degrees? You know what I noticed when I first moved here? Everybody has fans and air conditioning. It's like a must-have. And if you don't have air conditioning, you're a master at fan placement so that it cools off your house. And also, if you don't have AC in your car, I don't know how you make it. I just don't know. Like, because the window's down and like warm air blowing on you, even though it's like moving air. 97. I can't believe it's 97. I think this is the weekend that they said the heat index is supposed to be like 110 degrees for a lot of the southern states in the United States. So if you're out there, stay cool, people. Stay cool. Like, literally, stay cold. Like, also, like, chill. Or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what kids say for the word cool and, like, rad, and nobody ever said tubular that I know of. Tubular. Awesome. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about at this point. I'm so excited to be on the way home. I'm going to go hug my hubby and my kiddo and probably bug them for a little bit. And then I have to read. I don't want to read, but I have to read. Well, part of me wants to read, and then, like, I wish it wasn't required. Like, I wish I could just take my time, but there's a time frame, and that's the part that I don't like. Because microbiology is super interesting. Like, fun fact, well, maybe it's not fun if you don't like microbiology and, like, itty bitty bitty microbes, like germs, essentially, that are too small to be seen without a microscope, then you won't like microbiology. And what's really crazy, though, fun fact, we are more microbes than we are people. It is crazy. There's like, for every one nucleus cell of the human body, there's 2 nucleus cells of microbes on/in us. Ugh, but also cool and weird. Really, really weird and cool. But weird when you think about it. Just like, oh my gosh, how many microbes did I just touch? Ugh. But also cool, because without them, probably wouldn't make it. Oh, so bad. Ice. I don't want to sing the Ice Ice Baby song, but I'm not going to, because I don't know all the words. That should be on my to-do list. Learn all the words to Ice Ice Baby. Stop, collaborate, and listen. That's all I got right now. So good. They say that if you like ice, you might be anemic. So I may or may not be anemic. But I don't like other ice. I just like that ice. I don't know. Might be anemic. Might not. Ooh, I saw a yellow truck. I occasionally watch Baywatch whenever my dad comes over. If you have a Samsung Smart TV, Samsung Smart TVs have Samsung Television, which gives you, if you have Wi-Fi, that is, free television channels that are very close to, well, to me, it's close to cable. To me, I pretty much have cable. It's not at all cable, but, like, to me, it's cable. Like, it's so cool. I have all these free channels because I have Wi-Fi and a Samsung TV, a smart TV. And there is a channel dedicated to Baywatch. And Baywatch is one of the shows that I was raised on, because I was raised by a bachelor. My dad is thebomb.com. He's like the best dad of all the dads ever. But anyhow, one of the things that we watched together was Baywatch. So great. So awesome. And what else did we watch? James Bond, The Simpsons, you know. And then any movie where, like, there was a car chase and, like, stuff like that. And, like, blowing up stuff. Those kinds of movies. Like Demolition Man. And Face Off. And Gone in 60 Seconds. Oh my gosh, I want to watch all those movies now. I really want to watch Demolition Man and Idiocracy, though. I've been talking about Idiocracy for like the last couple of weeks. Really want to watch that. I gotta go home, spend some time with the family, and then read. Read about the microbes. The gnarly, gnarly microbes that we have to survive, apparently. And, oh, it went down 2 degrees. Hey, it's starting to cool off. Look out. Might need to turn the heat up. Oh my gosh, it's so good. You can probably hear it. It's the best ice. It's so satisfying. So, so good. See what's on the radio. So I can sing me out. So it's not fans. Only a little bit though. I hope you're having fun today. If there's anybody watching, I'm having fun. I used to know the words of the song, but not anymore. And the price. I need to get another phone. Like, I don't know all the words though. He has such a beautiful voice. Love it. Oh. Okay. Oh, it's fuzzy. I like country. Like, I like those songs, but I want to hear like something upbeat. Leave it, probably. So relaxing. Catching all the songs that we're feeling. Oh, we're gonna catch the commercial. Who's on that? There's a cute little slug bug on the way home for sale. It's not actually a slug bug though. I don't know what it is. Why on the world? Or why on the world? Can't talk again today, y'all. Anybody know why you would see plastic bags hanging up all over the trees? There's like a wooded area on that side of the road, and they have like plastic bags tied in the trees. I'm gonna have to Google it when I get home. I'm gonna try to remember that because I have no idea. No clue. Ooh, need to rent a boat trailer, because there's some on the way to my house. They're for sale and for rent. I should probably get a boat and then get a trailer from them. Probably that's what I should do. I do want a boat someday, but the kind of boat that I want, I don't have the money for right I want a horse or mules more than I want a boat. Think about that. If you have a boat, do you also have a horse or mules? I feel like the answer is no, because the nickname for boat is bust out another thousand. And I don't know what the nickname is for horses, but I know from word on the street that they're expensive. I feel like the vet just to come to your house is like $1,000 just to be like, your horse is good. And then if something's wrong, then I don't want to know probably what it is. But I want a horse really, really bad. So I got to get everything paid off so I can get some horses or mules. Either one. I'd be happy with mules. They're cute too. They do all the stuff that horses do. Apparently there's not a whole lot on the radio right now. At least not on the radio stations I have it. Fun little creek. We're about to pass the horse farm right now. It makes me happy. No, it's weird. When you're a kid, your parents know nothing. There's no, well, unless you're a good, I don't want to say good kid, like I was a bad kid, but I feel like it is almost like a natural thing to want to go against what your parents are telling you to do. Kind of like you have to do that to figure out your own way or something. But when you realize that your parents are right, how does that feel to you? I don't know how it feels to me. It's just a weird feeling. Like I try to tell my kids stuff now. And where I was going with this is, like, I love to look out the window and just check stuff out now. You couldn't pay me to look out the window when I was growing up. And we didn't even have phones. I just did not want to do whatever people told me to. I may or may not listen as a kid. Anyhow, but now I like to ride. If I'm not, I do like to drive too because it's just cool to drive. Like if you don't enjoy driving, then I'm sorry for you, because there are times where it's stressful, but it is so cool to be able to get in a car, truck, or whatever, van, whatever you have, motorcycle, and just go somewhere. Like, how awesome is that? So cool, having a 16-year-old moment. But looking out the window is something that, like, I totally wish I would have done more. I'm sure I missed out on a lot of cool sights as a kid because of not, like, I don't know, whatever little Mad Lib thing I was filling in, where you fill in those little fill-in-the-blank things, or 17 magazine, which probably went out of business, where they have those, like, silly quizzes, like, what kind of guy is the best fit for you, and what kind of Charlie's Angel are you, and stuff like that. Like, what sign, I don't know, there was always these quizzes that you could take, and it would tell you all kinds of fun stuff. I'm sure it was true, based on the answer that you gave, and you could totally adjust your answers. You know, you're not supposed to do that, but anyhow, those were fun. That's the kind of stuff that I was doing instead of looking out the window. Oh, it sounded like they were racing. They were like, now it is really pretty here. The only thing that I don't like are big bugs or itty bitty bugs. Like when I lived in Washington State, I didn't ever have to deal with a tick. Ever. Like ever. So good. But here, I don't know if ticks are just bad this year, but I have been told that they love pine straw. And we have a lot of pine trees around our house. And I've seen, like, I don't know, 10 ticks in the last year, I think. Ugh, I don't like ticks. Ugh, anyhow, but it's pretty here, and I'm gonna stay here. Like, my plan is to stay here forever and ever. Like, I might travel and go see some sights, but I plan to stay here forever and ever. It's so pretty. And you don't have to travel far to see cool stuff. I feel like I'm super far away from the capital and from Florida and from Maine and New York and all kinds of stuff that are on the East Coast, because I still feel like I'm in Seattle at times. Like, it's a really far drive from Seattle to the East Coast. But, like, I'm only a few hours from Georgia. I'm a few hours from Virginia. I'm a few hours from the capital. Like, it's crazy. There's so much cool stuff over here that I haven't done yet, but I need to go do. But school and work are the main culprits right now of what's taking away. Well, school, really. School kicking my butt. I don't know what age you are, if there's anybody watching, but the sooner you can get done with school, the better off you are. So, like, if you want to be a doctor, just push through. Just keep going. Go until you're a doctor, and then be done with school. If you want to get that 2-year degree, hopefully you did the cool, like, wasn't a thing when I was growing up, but get your associates and graduate high school. Like, how cool is it, really, college high school? I never thought I'd say I'm jealous, but I'm jealous. I don't know if I would have made better choices as a kid or not, if that was an option, but that is so awesome that they offer that here. And then, like, I can't imagine you graduate high school, you already got your associate's degree, and you're moving on to the bachelor's. That's so crazy. Anyhow, if you have a chance, do those things and get it done as quickly as possible. And save, I want to say that the rule, they used to say like 10% of your paycheck. That's a good idea. Save 10% of your check, like each check. Start doing it the first job you ever get. I used to do that. I don't do it anymore right now. I don't know. These are all suggestions. None of this is advice. Y'all do what you want. So good. Ooh, I'm almost done. I'm so excited. I'm easily amused. If you don't find the joy in the little things, work on that. It makes everything so much better. There's this place, you'll never guess where, but you can get these little itty bitty cookies, and they are some of the best cookies I've ever had. They're made by a place called 3 Girls and a Cake, and they make different flavored cookies. There's like, I think they have lemon, strawberry, chocolate, and I haven't seen any other flavors, but those are the flavors that I've tried. Oh, pecan, depending on how you say it. And, oh my gosh, they are so good. I get them at a coffee stand. And then, of course, the coffee's amazing. And I have to get coffee if I'm getting cookies at a coffee stand. So then I have to get an iced white chocolate latte because, anyhow. Now I want those cookies, but that coffee stand is definitely closed. They close at 6:30. They do like to stay open slightly later than a normal coffee stand because there is a little hospital near them, so it's nice of them. So they do that for the night shift. Sunflowers. So pretty. Love sunflowers. If you are a gardener, I'm jealous of you a little bit. It took me, I want to say I've attempted to grow stuff the last 3 years, maybe So catchy. All right. Hi. And it's 11 and Ravi. Hope you guys have a lovely day. I need to go eat and then read about the microbes that are everywhere so I can get my bachelor's in nursing so I can be an expert. You guys have a good day.